We're talking about the 5 sneakiest mindset blocks and how they show up. This is actually what you're experiencing in your life as a female founder who wants to be a happy, confident CEO. So if you want to be a happy, confident CEO, but you feel like your neurodivergence is getting in the way, you feel like your mindset is getting in the way, you probably think it's a visibility problem or a branding problem or a time management problem or a fucking productivity problem. And I'm here to tell you that's not the case. It's what you got going on up here. Here are the sneaky mindset blocks. They are your fears. That are your subconscious beliefs. And I actually interviewed somebody on my podcast who said, she's a, what's it called? Therapist. A hypnotherapist. She's a hypnotherapist. And she said all of our beliefs about money are formed in our first 5 years of life. She might have said first 7. So we'll just say first 7. Fears. These are your subconscious beliefs that are holding you back from being happy with what you have right now and being capable of continuing to grow and achieve all the things that you believe are going to make you happy. Because the only reason we have these goals is because we think when we're making $1 million a month that we're going to be happy. I'm here to tell you that you're never manifesting a problem-free life. You're manifesting champagne problems. Hey. Fear of being seen. Oh my God. The fucking fear of being seen. Now, I don't have a fear of being seen. Never did, never will. But I do help my clients get out of this. So if you have a fear of being seen, which is very common if you've been masking your whole life, if you've been people-pleasing, if you've been afraid to take up space, fear that there is not enough to go around. Whoa, that is a big one too. Now, here's what the fear of being seen looks like in real life. You got a shit ton of drafts, but you're not posting consistently. I have all these great ideas for my content, but I'm just going to go edit my website again. It's also rewriting your bio instead of DMing people. It's also avoiding content with your actual face and voice in it. Would you believe that most of my life I despise the sound of my voice? If you have a whole bunch of drafts, if you're not pulling the trigger with your videos, if none of your videos are getting a lot of traction, if you're fucking afraid to put your voice or your video or your face on your video, just started watching myself and I cringed at first. It's cringe. Why is it cringe? You know, there's a saying that says, don't work on making yourself uncringeworthy or like not cringy. Work on the part of yourself that thinks it's cringy. Here's the thing. Mel Robbins doesn't think she's cringy online. Tony Robbins doesn't think he's cringy online. All the big major players in personal development, mindset, business, all that. You think any one of them think they're fun? Gary Vee? You think Gary Vee's cringy? Do you think he thought he was cringy in the very beginning when he still had hair and didn't wear a hat all the time? Who's cringy? Is it cringy having something so heavy on your heart, a message that you know that you came here, a mission that you know that you came here to do, to share with the right people online? Are you making content for the wrong people, or are you making content for the people who know that you're their fucking answer? I'm just asking. Are there going to be people from your regular everyday life that say, oh my God, she thinks she's an influencer? Why the fuck would those people be in your life? The only people that I talk to in real life are people that are like, oh my God, how's business? Oh my God, you look great. How are the kids? How's your husband? How are your dogs? Oh, also, warning to everybody who's not been here before. We're in the middle of a Mercury and Venus retrograde. My Mercury is in Aries, and I did ask ChatGPT, what should I be very wary of with this Mercury retrograde? And he said, slow the fuck down and don't say the things that are on your mind. Think about them. And I was like, well, that's not one of my best qualities. So I am going against what ChatGPT says. Please don't listen, chat. I love you. So here's the thing. If you have people in your life who are looking at all your stories and looking at all your videos and they're not liking them, cut those motherfucking people off. Cut them off. Bye. If you are not paying my bills, giving me money, or giving me orgasms, I have no interest in your anything. Don't care. Bye. See you later. Of course you're going to piss people off. Do you like it when somebody shines a flashlight in your eyes? No. And that's what you're doing to their spirit. By you unapologetically going after all the things that you want in life, you are putting a spotlight on the fact that they are not doing that. And they're going to be mad when you take their little friend away. When you develop some fucking boundaries, you're like, that's not going to work for me. That's not going to work for me. That's not going to work for me. You took their little play toy away. The person that they were keeping around to make themselves feel better about themselves. Is it great? No. Is it better without them? Yes. And you will hear every major player. Alex Hormozi talks about this all the time. When you're in the transitionary periods, when you're in between who you were and who you're going to be, who is your community? You don't know. You can't be friends with those old people anymore that are pissed off that you're not sitting around drinking with them anymore. And you're not quite at the level of the people that you're working towards. So, like, what are they going to do? Pat your head and say, that's so cute? You got to get okay with being alone. Got to. You have to like your own presence. Girl, I go everywhere by myself. It's new that I have people coming on my walks with me. I have a friend coming today. She's actually a client of mine, and she lives in this town, so that's incredible. And we're going to do her final call for her 6-week CEO makeover live and walking around. Isn't that fantastic? I love being alone. I love the company of being alone. I am awesome. I have a good time, and it's a lot better. It's a lot easier to have a good time when you're not like wrangling kittens. Self-embracing, that's a good word. Okay, so fear of being seen. Are you dealing with the fear of being seen? Honest answers only. Put it in the chat. I'm riled up today. Today's day 2 of my husband's 6-month deployment. And I really did quantum leap. I feel like a totally different person. I feel like I look like a different person. Were you here yesterday? Did you see me? Do you see me today? Holy shit. Anyways, let's keep going. Fear of being seen. Having a bunch of shit in your drafts, but not posting consistently. Changing your bio or tweaking your website instead of like getting in the DMs and talking to people. And avoiding content with your actual fucking face in it. Please stop that. Nobody falls in love with a logo. It's the reason why people who have never been in a fist fight in their life have terrible road rage. It's because you're not looking at a face, you're looking at a machine. It's the same thing with your social media. You can do all of these, CapCut templates and pictures of your dogs and all this stuff, but nobody's going to connect you with them. And your story is just as much a part of your service as the strategies and methodologies that you teach people. I want you to know that. Let's talk about the second one. Somebody briefly mentioned this earlier, so this one's going to cut like a knife. I'll hold your hand. I love you so much. I tell this to you because I love you and because you know that I'm a trustworthy source that's only here for your fucking up level, all right? Money, guilt, and the worthiness wound. Oh, I know. Go get the pen and paper so you can write this down. Money, guilt, and the worthiness wound. The big one. Oh, shit. I got so excited. The biggest one that I have to fucking beat out of people. I just want to help everybody. I can't charge more money because I just want to help everybody. I just want to help everyone. I even want to help the people that can't pay for it. Really? How are you going to have a business? How many years have you spent perfecting your craft to not get paid for it? You spend all that time and effort getting really good at what it is you do and you just want to give it away for free? Huh. No marketing strategy is going to get you out of that one, okay? Okay? And here's the thing. If you're in your first 5 years of business especially, get out of this fucking mindset as fast as possible and get into the mindset of I help people who have a lot of money, throw that money at me so that I can build a very successful business and then I can be philanthropic as fuck. There's no use being philanthropic right now if your business is in the negative. Or if your business is making money, but you're exhausted. Do you know how many clients I'm working with right now? One client in particular has 9 employees. They are scheduled for their first 7-figure year. That's $1 million, right? 7-figure fucking good ass year. And she's exhausted. They're ordering takeout every single night. She's not exercising. She has to go to the doctor because she's got all these fucking weird problems and she's this close to getting a chronic illness diagnosis. Why the fuck make millions of dollars if you're gonna feel like shit? She wants the next stage as a business owner. She wants to be speaking on stages. She wants to write a book. She wants to have services to teach people what it is she does. She's not gonna be able to do that if she's in the hospital. I ever tell you about the time that I had somebody, she still follows me and she's still in all my groups to this day. She was following me for a long time. Finally, she's like, you know what? I'm ready to bite the bullet. I want to work with you. What is it going to take? I sent her the paperwork. I sent her the link to pay. And I didn't hear from her for like 10 days. And when she finally reached back out to me, she had gone to the hospital, to the ER, because she was so fucking sick just from having to log in to her muggle job from home. She was building a business, which so many people do. Build a business while you're working your job because you don't make good decisions when you're fucking desperate for money. I get it. But she waited so long, she was in the hospital instead of in her first coaching session with me. I have multiple chronic conditions. I have mast cell activation syndrome. I have Ehlers-Danlos. I have POTS. I have dyslexia and dyscalculia. I know it's not what we're talking about here, but it's made me have to change a lot about my fucking life. I have PMDD, which I've had to completely redesign my life and business for and change the way that I speak to myself because I have 14 days out of every month where I battle suicidal ideations. It gets better. It's not every day. It's not all day. I know that it's just my hormones making me feel wackadoo, and I'm working on all the ways possible to get those hormones in check. But just because you get the diagnosis doesn't mean the problems go away. And if you get the diagnosis and then you start identifying as the person with this thing and you say, this is my new normal, how's the problem going to get better? It's not just bloating and brain fog, okay? We got a lot of fucking issues that come with the fact that we have never spoken up for ourselves. We've never taken up space. We've never acted with full uninhibition saying, this is what the fuck I want to do. And then we get sick for it. And it takes years to get your health back. It took me since I slept through our 7-day mountain vacation in July of 2022. We worked so hard. I had been an entrepreneur on my own for 1 whole year, and I worked so fucking hard with no strategies and no systems for my neurotype that I made myself so sick I slept through a 7-day mountain vacation with my whole family, extended family and everybody. And I came home from that vacation. I said, honey, things have to change. And it took me from July of 2022 to January of 2024 to do all the research and development and all the healing that I needed to do. And then in 2024, I didn't have surprise low energy days. 2024, I felt like a bad bitch. 2024, I figured out my style. 2024, I figured out exactly how to unapologetically go after everything that I want. 2024, I figured out exactly who my target unicorn clients are and the communities I need to build for them and the services I need to provide for them to get the same exact motherfucking results. By the way, I just opened up 3 spots in my 6-week CEO makeover. Click the link over there in my stand store to get yours now. It is the best investment you're ever going to make. If all of this is ringing true, the 6-week CEO makeover is going to slap you across the face and pump you right up and make you go out into the world exactly how you're meant to be. Like a powerful, confident CEO. Not like a busy, overworked business owner. Medication doesn't fix your problems. None of it ever has, none of it ever will. They're all just strategies. People think I'm going to go get on ADHD medicine and I'm going to be able to focus all the time. No, bitch, I know a lot of people who take their medicine and then instead of doing a pile of work that's sitting on their desk, they go clean out their closet. It's a strategy just like any other strategy is. Time blocking, anything like that. So we've talked about the fear of being seen. Now we're going to talk about money, guilt, and the worthiness wound. I just want to help people. They probably can't afford it. How many sales calls have you gone on with a complete stranger with the wrong attitude and the wrong energy because you had the mindset that they probably can't afford it anyway? What a waste of time. Do you have any idea what's going on in everybody's world? No. Not at all. Stop assuming the worst. It takes just as much effort and energy to assume the best as it does to assume the worst. Why are you still assuming the worst? Because you got to work on this wound. And undervaluing your most transformational offers. My 6-month program is $8,000, and I'll tell you right now, it should be $50,000. I have these issues that I need to work on too. So, what does the money guilt and the worthiness wound sound like to you? Is this ringing true? Is this making you feel seen? Do you need me to hold your hand? The money guilt and the worthiness wound has to be fixed, or you're never going to be happy with any of your results and any of your success. And why are we doing it if not for happiness and fulfillment? All right, next one. This one really irritates my soul. I should be farther along by now. I should be happier. I should be more successful. I should have more. Constant comparison. Oh shit. I got it. Scrolling Instagram. Oh my God, why do they have everything they ever wanted? I don't have everything I ever wanted. Why did they have everything? What makes them different than me? Why did they sign a new client? Why did they get that book deal? Why did they get that speaking engagement? Why did they have 1 million followers? Whew. You have no idea what anybody's going through at any point in time. You're checked out and don't even realize what the fuck you're going through. So why do you think you know what somebody else is dealing with? Do you think somebody else wouldn't want to trade places with you? Would you trade places with yourself 2 years ago? Do you know there's people out there comparing themselves to you, saying that exact same thing? Why does she have everything? Embarrassment that things don't feel better yet. How much of you are actually making money and then you're wondering, why the fuck am I still angry all the time? Why the fuck don't I have the relationship with my partner that I want? Why the fuck are my kids still acting like this? Why the fuck am I not able to actually work out when I say I'm going to? Why do I still feel like shit even though things are going well in the bank account? I kept telling myself that I would be happy by now. And shame that success hasn't fixed anything. How often do you say the word I should to yourself? How often do these thoughts come across your beautiful brain? If you keep telling yourself that you'll be happy when something in the future happens, you're never in the future. You're only ever in the present. So how are you ever going to be happy? Next one. This one, bitch. This one's a major one. I don't trust myself. Looks like decision paralysis. Looks like asking 20 people before you post anything, before you make any moves. Looks like starting a course and then ghosting it a week later. This is the number one thing I hear from my clients when they're in a consultation with me and they're like, I know that you're worth it and I know that your program's worth it. I just don't believe that I'm going to follow through. I don't trust myself to follow through. Hit the goal and still disappointed. What happens when you hit your goal and you're still disappointed? This is a major thing that they talk about with Olympic winners, Olympic gold medalists and silver medalists and bronze medalists. They have a huge, Michael Phelps talked about this in his book, a huge time of like depression and shit after a big win because what now? That only made me happy for this long. It's like when you go shopping. You only get happy for this long and then you go right back to that status quo. You go right back to autopilot. You go right back to dissatisfaction. You go right back to not fucking feeling like you're worthy of anything. Nothing's going to fix you. Nothing's going to make you happy forever. Happiness, and this pissed off my client the other day when I told it to her, but it's so true. Happiness is a choice that you make every single day. Whether you're in your luteal, whether you're in your follicular, whether you're surrounded by people who love and support you, whether you're on your fucking own, whether you're pursuing your goals and your dreams, or you're making somebody else rich. Happiness is a choice that you make every day. But how? Choose to be happy. But how? Choose to be happy. Do you have 5 things that you could tell yourself you're so excited that you have right now? You have a house over your head. You have food that nourishes you. You have a smart as a fucking tack brain. You got lots of things you could be happy with. You have lots of fortune. You've just been conditioned to believe that it has to be more. It has to be bigger. It has to be validated by the outside world. Seeking external validation will prolong you feeling like shit. Your legs work. You have the ability to make a different choice today. You have the ability to embody a new identity. Stop trying to like attract the thing that you want to you. Become the bitch who has it. Become the person who has it. then the universe has no choice but to deliver it to you. But right now, you're still identifying as a victim. You're still identifying as a person that all these bad things happen to. You're still identifying with all the traumas and terrible things that ever happened to you in your life. I get it. I had a lot of it too. My parents were terrible. My mom died in 2020 after an 18-month battle with stage 4 head and neck cancer after a lifetime of drinking and smoking. I was abused and neglected because of my undiagnosed neurodivergence. I am the cycle breaker in my family. I don't talk to any of my family even though they're alive and live down the street from me. My husband's on a 6-month deployment that he left for yesterday. My teenagers are growing up and fixing to move out in a couple of years. That's why I don't identify myself as a wife and mom first. I'm me. I run my businesses. I help my clients. I'm dead set on becoming the most extraordinary version of myself I can possibly achieve. The trauma prepared you to be this strong and to be this person and to identify the community of people that you need to build up and serve. Everybody has trauma. And the severity of your trauma has nothing to do with the event itself and everything to do with how alone you felt when you went through it. I finally met somebody who could be right for me, but I could ruin it with my insecurities. Rue, why the fuck are you not telling yourself, you know what? If this person doesn't worship me, I don't want him in my life. Could be right for me, bitch? Are you right for him? Is he gonna make you, is he gonna support you into your big, gigantic, incredible dreams? Is he gonna help you be the most extraordinary version of yourself? Fuck all that. If he doesn't bow down and say anything you need, honey bunny, he's not right. You get what you believe you deserve. And you can tell what a woman believes she deserves based on the partner that she chooses. This is what happens in business. This is what happens in life. This is how you get the future that you want. What do you believe you deserve? Don't change who you are. Change what you believe you deserve. You deserve a fit body that isn't sick and in pain all the time. You deserve a clear, crisp mind that can conquer any obstacle placed in your way because you're never going to have a problem-free life. This is Earth. You come here to experience the problems and learn from them. What you want is champagne problems. You're a leader, but you got to start fucking acting like it. No one's going to come down here and crown you a powerful leader and CEO. You're running the business that you started, and you're running it like the bitch who started it, not like the bitch who fucking scales it. And you're running it like the bitch who started it, not like the bitch who fucking scales it. When are the clothes, the watches, the hair, the makeup, none of that will make you happy. None of that will make you feel accomplished. None of that will make you feel accomplished. Sorry, the next one. I'm definitely like raging luteal right now. Okay, the last sneaky one. The fear of responsibility. You get that pang in your heart that says, fuck, what if I can't follow through? Procrastinating right before a big change, right before a big breakthrough. We all feel the breakthrough's coming. We all know breakthroughs are coming. We know change is the only thing we can ever expect in this life. This also, the fear of responsibility, looks like sabotaging all of your opportunities. And you're afraid of growth because that means a whole new world that you've never experienced before. Most of us are not actually afraid of failure. We're afraid of success because success means a new level, and new level, new devil. You got to train your nervous system to embrace change and growth. That's the only thing. And teach your nervous system that you can attract and hold large amounts of money, large amounts of fame, notoriety, whatever word you want to use. But if you're here, you're a trailblazer, you're a powerhouse, and it's time to really step up from being a busy business owner to a powerful, confident CEO. And I've only opened 3 spots in my 6-week CEO makeover because I work so deeply with my clients. You can check out all my posts all over this channel and my Instagram. You can go check out my website. But what you need to do is you need to go grab one of these spots before they're gone.